So last weekend was our annual family photo day. You know, the one day a year when my mom threatens to disown us if we show up in anything that could be considered casual by Olympic standards. My dad actually ironed his socks, just in case. We all arrived at the park in our coordinated outfits, only to find out that our usual photographer, Lindsay, had sent her cousin Marvin to do the job because she had a creative emergency, which I later learned was code for brunch ran late. Marvin showed up wearing suspenders and a bow tie that looked like it belonged to a circus ringmaster. But the real showstopper was the camera, this massive, accordion-looking contraption that he wielded like he was about to take Abraham Lincoln's portrait. He announced, very cheerfully, that he'd be using a classic wet plate process because, and I quote, "pixels are for cowards." The catch? We'd all have to hold perfectly still for a full 10 minutes. My sister tried to bail, but my mom gave her the sort of glare that could curdle milk. So we took our places, and Marvin disappeared under a black cloth like a magician. The first 2 minutes were fine. By minute 3, my brother's eyes started twitching. At minute 5, Grandpa sneezed, which set off a chain reaction of stifled giggles. My cousin tried to discreetly scratch his nose and almost toppled over. Meanwhile, Marvin kept popping out to say things like, "Hold that sorrowful dignity." As if we were being painted by Rembrandt. At some point, a squirrel ran up my leg, but all I could do was widen my eyes and pray I wasn't blinking. When the picture finally developed, it was the most hilariously tragic portrait you've ever seen. Half the family looks like they're mourning a lost fortune, the other half look like they just saw the ghost of their dignity. Marvin was thrilled, though. He said it was the most historically accurate family photo he'd ever taken. So if anyone asks, yes, my family and I now have definitive proof that we'd make a terrible wax museum exhibit.